Get out to the graveyard. You, I want you up there. And I want you to follow him over to the mall. Now fucking move!
So, how are we doing, Cash? Enjoying it so far? I thought you could do with a little R&R, so I've arranged a special screening. Just for you. It's work in progress, but I think you'll appreciate it. I've hidden a tape and a video camera in the mall. Find them. No. By the way, these guys are packing heat, so you might want to find a gun for yourself.
Welcome back to Let's Play Manhunt. We beat the director's last challenge, but it seems like he's got something else up his sleeve now. If we're going to find out what it is, we're going to need a gun. And because it's the Grand Theft Auto universe...
Okay, we're cooking with gas now. Go find that tape.
we can just find guns lying around in the mall. We're going to learn a thing or two about wall strafing. That's going to lead into cover mechanics. Those two guys off in the distance are too far away to actually be hit from here. So we're going to have to charge heedlessly.
You got dead man walking. Okay, I got you.
Give ourselves a little victory pose as we eliminate this last guy.
Just keep on adding to the body toll. Do your thing.
Well deserved. Cover mechanics can help even the odds when we're facing multiple guys.
Drag him to hell.
Or even a single guy. You can cause about 50% of shots fired at you to miss, which can occasionally allow you to line up a good headshot. You're going to see some interesting storefronts strewn about the mall. Collect our ammo. And alert another guy. Not fully alert, though. In fact, I actually need them to come over here.
This is a silly game. We should all be playing something else.
That'll do it. Now, they're not quite going to press their advantage. They know I'm here, but it's a roll of the die if they turn that corner.
No fair. Come back and play.
One of them is still staring at us, so we're going to have to be pretty bold to get out of here.
That's it. Rolling thunder. That's what you are. Unstoppable.
Apparently makes for good viewing. Sort of a quirk of the skull-painted guys, which we're going to see quite a bit more of. So, DK's Pet Shop. Probably a copyright infringement there. As is that symbol, I would think. It's appropriate that a Chaos Star would be here, given how chaotic things already are and are going to continue being. But aside from this little physics cage, there's nothing of value in DK's.
Cut him into strips.
Another guy already. Wandered a bit too close to the sun. And left behind some more painkillers. Apparently we were supposed to be doing a lot worse so far. And another crazy gunfight. Could probably use those painkillers now. But we got a little bit of a breather, so let's meet our new gang, since we haven't really gotten to know them, just been blasting them from across the room. These are the aforementioned skull-painted gentlemen. Sort of low-level thugs, not unlike the Hoods. Very susceptible to orders, which is where the other guys come in, the real terrors of the group. These guys are very strict, domineering, and twisted. Gonna be seeing a lot more of just what's so awful about them. And together they make the Innocence. Rather an inappropriate name for them. Now if you watch the radar, saw a bit of a sound cue, which indicates that they're filling up their cover positions. Since we can target them, that means we could pop off an easy headshot, but it's pretty difficult to aim. Let's see what we can do.
I don't know, Mr. Bunny.
Ooh, not quite.
I see you!
Hell, I'm not giving you any more advice. You just don't.
We did manage to take our position. Once you're in cover, you gotta sort of work out a rhythm. The moment you pop up, basically everyone will fire, and probably miss. So you should be able to get one quick shot off. Let's just say it's not always a guarantee.
Mr. Cash, it is a pleasure to be working with such talent.
If you're careful though, you should be able to blast your way through virtually any number of guys if you're in sufficient cover. Oh, here comes another one. He's by himself though,
Prepare for the final journey, hombre.
and he hasn't heard any gunfire yet, so he's willing to pop right out. Little does he know, he's in a quick draw competition right now. And he loses. Head on by classy cuts. Not much cutting in this scene.
There he is.
This guy's gonna refuse to take cover, so he's a sitting duck. And up here on the third floor, coast seems clear that way and this way. So that's pretty nice. But there's an open door. And what appears to be more cover. So let's just take our position.
Time for Daddy to get all fun.
And the skull guy here is uncommonly defensive. I'd almost suspect he's been in a shootout before. But never again. Took a bit of a risk with the other guy. Did not pay off, but he's down anyway. Looks like the record store is our next stop. But there's still a bit more of the third floor to explore. Down here we have the pharmacy. Naturally, there's some painkillers in here. And a locked door. We know what's inside locked doors. Shotguns. Can imagine we'll make some pretty good use of this. For now, though, it's back to the record store, which we've already cleared out. And which has some honest-to-God vinyl in it. Even in 2003, that was ludicrously outdated and well before its renaissance. And speaking of outdated media,
Now all you need is the camera.
It looks like we're about halfway there. Just gotta do some backtracking. If it was only 2 guys that respawned, should be pretty easy. And indeed, 3rd floor looks empty. Spoke too soon. Yep, there he is.
Don't cry, baby! I'll show those others!
Oi. And once again, they don't want to quite come to where we need them.
Vanished! Vanished!
Didn't do him too much good, though. So, let's see if anyone else is coming up to the 3rd floor. Or if anyone else is already on the 3rd floor.
Over here. I can smell tainted soul. He is cloaking.
Yeah, that guy had found his way over to the pharmacy, so it's a good thing we cleared it out. Although it is an entirely optional area. There's no actual need to get this shotgun. Now, what am I saying? You always need to get the shotgun. Seems like the mall is crawling with Innocence again. So let's carefully peek down the stairs. Yep, there's another one. Let's see if we can cap him off of the pass. Ooh, no such luck. Yeah, you pay pretty dearly for mistakes in this scene. I'm gonna head back for a bottle of painkillers I left in the record store. That's not them. There we go. And back on track. We don't have too many painkillers left, so cannot fuck up too much worse. Although, if we're pretty close to the end, maybe we can afford a mistake or two. And you gotta watch these storefronts. They have waist-high walls. Pretty good hiding spots.
Why don't you just run around with a siren on your head? Let everyone know where you are.
Hey, at least I still have a head.
I was beginning.
Yeah, you can't really use the same cover position as me and hope to survive.
Oh, here you are.
Yeah, what I was just saying about storefronts, failed to take my own advice. Didn't matter too much, he lost sight of me. And as I said, mistakes cost dearly here.
Oh, hell. That's the camera with the broken screen. I told those guys. No problem. There's a TV in a bar somewhere around here.
Oh, a party! What a surprise!
While I doubt the director's sincerity, he was probably just setting us up for another ambush. We get to use the storefront advantage this time. And it is quite an advantage. That guy seems to have climbed the scaffolding while we were in the toy store.
I come to I have spotted you, Ray.
Which leaves him woefully without cover. But a bit out of distance for a shotgun. No matter though, plenty of options. So we just gotta head back to that bar.
Does nothing fucking work around here? You're gonna have to see if you can turn on the power in the basement.
And another goddamn fetch quest. Gotta find the basement, probably go down to the first floor. Or maybe the bar has its own basement in the mall. Whatever, not complaining. Ooh, a nice shadowy basement with painkillers. Have to remember this.
Beautifully done, Cash. Now just toddle back up to the bar and enjoy the show.
So much for shadows. In fact, what the hell was the point of that anyway? There it is.
We're here again, Cash. Running around with a hunter on your ass.
Nah, he's lost me. All he wants to do is cower like a baby waiting for his mama. What is this stuff? Oh, for shit's sake, I got it on my boots.
So we've had our nice Sunday stroll through the mall. Let's put a cherry on top.
Nice, Cash. Nice.
Yeah, really appreciates how cinematic that was. Knowing exactly what's going on, but not quite being able to see it. So let's check out what this guy was doing in here. Looks like some shit went down in this stall. And even worse, some shit didn't go down in this stall. Yeah, I think we've had enough.
You must understand, Cash. I could never have let her go. Where were your family when you were facing your final moments in the chamber anyway? You've left your old life, your old self behind. I'm all the family you need now.
And the director's Kubrickian treatment of Cash reaches a new low. It seems that he's trying to paint the Innocents as the villains, as he is quite the good filmmaker, I will say. But his methods are despicable. And we know better. He also seems to be trying to build a sense of guilt in Cash, which really is a feat to behold, because he seemed like a heartless killer, but seems to have worked. In fact, the director even has the line, "You as good as killed her yourself if you fail to save one of your female family members in the previous scene." Brutal stuff from that guy. Really would have hit home a bit better if this scene weren't such a cock tease, dragging you all around the mall over and over again. All sorts of dead ends. I'm not sure why they did that. But disregarding the story elements, this is actually a really, really good scene. At least from my perspective. A lot of people hate the gunplay in this game, but I don't know. I really think that doing an all guns chapter was a really good idea. It's very un-Manhunt-like, but it's extremely intense. Very fast-paced. The 5-star run cuts the time limit all the way back down to 10 minutes. And you just run from guy to guy, popping heads left and right. It's very Hotline Miami, and it feels awesome. Especially back in 2003, 9 years before Hotline Miami was even a thought in anyone's head. That said, it'll be nice to move on to more traditional fare next time, wherein we'll actually get to meet the Innocents up close and personal. Now, if we had failed to save any of the female family members last time, we would have gotten a different ending to this scene, so we're going to check that out now, and I will see you for the next chapter.
You must understand, Cash. I could never let them go. Where were your family when you were facing your final moments in the chamber anyway? You've left your old life, your old self behind. I'm